All right, let's move on. There are some assignable buttons on the camera. There are 3 up top here, 1, 2, and 3. And there's one on the bottom right here, number 4. I don't really like to use 4, it's kind of out of my way. Maybe you like to, maybe you don't. But remember, we're in camera personalization, so do it however you like it. Personalize it for you. I am going to just show you a couple of cool things in the camera personalization menu. Number 1, I'm going to call it the freeze mix. So first, let's check out where to assign buttons. In the camera settings menu, we're going to, look at that, I'm surprised again. I guess it's in others. Yeah, so in the others menu, assign button. This allows you to pick button numbers and the functions of the buttons. So I've selected button number 3, freeze mix. Could have picked anything, I picked the freeze mix. Why? This is a really cool feature. If you need to match up camera shots, I'll show you what I mean. So button number 3 is my freeze mix, right? Let's say I record a little bit of footage right here of our audience, of our willing participants. Record. So there we go. Let's give it, just a couple more seconds here. Done. All right. Recorded. Right. We're all gonna have to sign releases, talent releases, so we can use your face over and over and over on the internet. All right. Now, some goofball moved my tripod, and I want to get back and shoot the exact same way, just as I had it before. So check this out. I'm going to push my freeze mix button twice. And what I get is a ghosted, superimposed vision of the last shot I took. So I can line that microphone up as best I can to match.
Everybody move. Why do they not stay still?
Anyway, you get a pretty good idea. If I was a gifted cameraman like all of you guys were.
You can do that with some bottle of whiskey.
Right. So the question from the crowd, can we do that with a bottle of whiskey afterwards? The answer, yes, definitely. Definitely. All right. So that's about as close as I can match it up. Then you hit your freeze mix button again and you're back to normal. Start shooting. You don't even have to hit that freeze mix button again. You could hit record and you'd be recording right away, right off the bat. That's a cool one in the personalization feature. Yes, sir.
Can you adjust the percentage of, what do you call it?
Right, the visibility.
Yeah, of that face frame over the live one.
To my knowledge, you cannot. You cannot. You're stuck with whatever Sony gives you on what we call it, the opacity of the freeze mix overlay, superimposition. So experiment with it and see if it can help you out. Maybe it can, maybe it can't. Also in personalization, I want to show you this peaking feature because it's really cool. On the viewfinder, there's a dial that's labeled peaking. Just like on your broadcast cameras, you can, let's see if I can show you effectively. See, this won't show up in the monitor. This will only show up in the viewfinder. But you can turn your peaking up, which will help you achieve focus. You'll notice that when it's off, this is hard to see, and I apologize, but when it's off, the line in the corner here is sort of regular, but when I turn my peaking all the way up, it draws a really hard line down the middle. So you can tell when you're in focus because that line is hit. You see if I kind of spin my focus here a little bit, I lose it, but when I get in focus, that line is really white. All right? One nice feature that the EX3 allows is to change the color of the lines of your peaking, right? So I'm going to jump into the menu, and this is in the viewfinder menu. So I'm going to roll down to my viewfinder settings. I'm going to go to peaking. Type is normal. I'm going to change the type to color and change my color to, let's just say red. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the viewfinder again because remember, it won't show up on the monitor. It only shows up in the viewfinder. But you'll get a hard red line. Let me get that menu out of there. You're going to get a hard red line when you are in focus. See that? Pretty good. Pretty good, right? Nice little customization on the EX3. Okay, so we're running a little bit long. So I want to apologize to you guys. I want to apologize to our millions of internet viewers. We're going to go a little longer than an hour because there's just so much to say. I don't want to leave anything out. And you know, you guys just stop me or interrupt me if you get bored. All right?